For years, Wizard Liz represented something millions of people were searching for. Confidence, self-respect, standards. She built one of the biggest self-improvement brands on the internet by teaching women how to recognize their worth and avoid toxic relationships. Millions listened. Millions believed her. And for a long time, it seemed like everything she taught was working. Then she met a man who appeared to be everything she had ever talked about. Attentive, generous, devoted, the perfect partner. Or at least that's what everyone thought. Because what started as a dream relationship would eventually spiral into cheating allegations, public accusations, legal disputes, and one of the most shocking relationship collapses the internet has seen in recent years. But what makes this story so fascinating isn't just the drama. It's the irony. Because the woman who spent years teaching others how to avoid red flags found herself at the center of a relationship that would leave the internet questioning everything. This is the tragic downfall of Wizard Liz's dream relationship. Exactly. I've got so many thoughts on what happened this week. It really is shifting daily. I mean, did you see the demo they dropped on Tuesday? Oh, absolutely. It blew my mind. But it also raised some pretty huge questions about how we define art in the first place. Right. So let's get right into it because we have a lot to unpack today. Before the headlines, before the controversy, before the endless Instagram stories, there was Wizard Liz. Long before she became one of the most recognizable faces in self-improvement, Liz was simply a young woman sharing her thoughts online. But unlike many creators, she wasn't chasing trends. She was selling something much more powerful. Hope. Her message was simple. Know your worth. Set standards. Never settle. And people couldn't get enough. Her videos felt personal. It wasn't like listening to a motivational speaker. It felt like getting advice from a close friend who genuinely wanted better for you.
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? No. Is Liz okay? Are you okay, Liz? Are you okay?
As her audience grew into the millions, so did her influence. For many followers, Wizard Liz wasn't just another influencer. She became a symbol. Proof that confidence could change your life. Proof that self-love wasn't just a catchy phrase. And eventually, proof that you could attract the relationship you deserved.
I feel like Lizard Wiz thought she was different and special, and like she wasn't like the other girls. Well, when clearly she is. Honestly, it just gave that she never practiced what she preached. Wait, not me saying Wizard Liz. I got me calling her Lizard Wiz. Ew, he's so.
But while her career was reaching new heights, her personal life was about to take a dramatic turn. Then came Landon. From the outside, he looked like everything Liz had ever described as an ideal partner. He was attentive, he was affectionate, he seemed completely devoted to her. According to Liz herself, he would travel incredible distances just to see her. He showered her with gifts, spent time with her, made her feel important. And perhaps most importantly, he made her feel chosen. To many followers, this wasn't just a relationship. This was evidence. Evidence that everything Liz had been teaching actually worked. People saw their relationship and thought, that's the goal. This is what healthy love looks like. Even Liz would later describe him as almost too good to be true. At the time, those words sounded romantic. Looking back, they sound very different. Because sometimes the biggest warning signs don't arrive looking dangerous. Sometimes they arrive looking perfect. As the relationship became more public, fans became invested. Every photo, every video, every update.
The situation in Landon is so important to learn from. You basically need to find yourself and be so rooted deeply within who you are that nobody can tell you any different. Nobody can tell you shit.
People watched as what seemed like a real-life fairy tale unfolded. Then came the engagement.
Actually, like, the one time that I played Rukia on him, he fucking left the room. Because this guy seriously has some demons. There's something really wrong with this guy. He's also really Islamophobic, like, oh my god. He tells me, he's like, my son is a young Christian boy. Well, how do you know? Did he decide he's Christian? Did he decide anything? Like, I don't have anything against any religions, but my child should be able to choose their own religion, right?
And that's when the relationship stopped being just a relationship. It became a symbol. To many followers, Landon wasn't simply Liz's boyfriend. He was the manifestation, the proof, the dream partner she had spoken about for years. Everything appeared to be falling into place. But while the internet was celebrating, others were becoming concerned.
The reason why I feel like everyone's turning against Wiz the Liz is because it was never women supporting women like y'all thought it was. It was women against men. Everybody who was like so into it was because they hate men, not because they love Wiz the Liz and they care about her.
And some people believed they had seen this story before.
Controversial take on the Wizard Liz situation, but I do not give a fuck if that lady gives up her rights for that kid. Like, call me inhumane, call me ingenuous, call me whatever the fuck y'all want it to be, but her giving up her rights as a parent is literally just having that man have no control over her. And literally, there have been generations of single mothers and their baby dads, like, just using the kids to weaponize and control them. So, yeah, I really don't care if there's going to be a new generation of single fathers out there, because FTK at the end of the day. And after the way that man did her dirty, like, I would have said, yeah, everything that you brought into...
One of the most overlooked parts of this entire story happened long before the cheating allegations. Long before the public fallout. Long before the relationship collapsed. There were warnings. Former partners and critics began sharing experiences that painted a very different picture. Allegations of controlling behavior, manipulation, obsessiveness, behavior that looked nothing like the image X. Many dismissed the warnings. Others labeled them jealousy. And because Liz's audience trusted her judgment, most people assumed she knew exactly what she was doing. After all, if anyone could spot red flags, wouldn't it be Wizard Liz? But as history has shown many times before, being knowledgeable about relationships doesn't make someone immune to them. And soon, the cracks would become impossible to ignore.
Then came the moment that changed everything. The cheating allegations. Suddenly, the relationship that had been presented as a success story was facing serious questions. Fans were shocked. Some were heartbroken. Others were simply confused. How could this happen? How could the woman who built a career around standards and self-respect find herself in this situation? The internet immediately split into camps. Some supported Liz. Others defended Landon.
For anybody who canceled the Wizard Liz, you guys need to understand that your whole life is healing. You can't be fully healed. Even if she's talking about being healed and giving advice on this topic, this does not mean that she is fully healed, because that is impossible. Life is about learning and about healing. So whatever happened to her, it's not her fault for not being healed. You can never be healed fully.
Today, the internet continues to debate what really happened. New claims continue to emerge, new opinions continue to form, and only the people directly involved know the full truth. But one thing is certain. What began as one of the internet's most admired relationships became one of its most talked about cautionary tales. And whether you're a fan of Wizard Liz or not, her story serves as a reminder that relationships are far more complicated than they appear online. Because sometimes the relationships that look perfect from the outside are fighting battles nobody can see. And sometimes the greatest lesson isn't found in success. It's found in what happens after everything falls apart. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories from FameStream. Thanks for watching.